Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. In today's video we're gonna do another casual or a simple comparison between these two watches. So the watch on the left is the San Martin SN034-G1 and the watch on the right is the Seiko SNK809. Well, so what prompted me to do this comparison between these two watches? First of all, it's the size. These two watches, they have very similar case dimensions. I think the Seiko SNK809 comes with a case diameter of 37 millimeters. The San Martin also comes with 37 millimeters. And the other thing is that the dial or the layout of the dial. I think these two watches, they are more like field watch, military watch, or pilot watch, whatever you want to call them. But they have that similar aesthetics. So yeah, this is one of the another reasons that I want to do a comparison on them. And I don't know, yeah, I think that's all. So usually I don't have a lot in mind when I do a simple comparison video. And if you were to watch my older, very old comparison videos that I've done before, I don't usually go complicated, putting weights or putting scores or number like that, because I still think that a lot of these comparisons, it's based on the opinion of that watch reviewer or the YouTuber or the watch collectors. So this one is going to be my personal opinion, so there's no right or wrong answers in this kind of comparison. It's more like just to share with you guys if you're considering one watch or the other. So maybe you watch a few review videos or comparison videos, then you can make up your own mind to see which watch is going to suit you better. Well, let's start off with the price. The price that I've listed here is the price that for this San Martin is the price that I got from the AliExpress website. It's from the San Martin store on AliExpress website. This is the price before any discount, and most of the time you'll be able to find some discount either from AliExpress or the San Martin store themselves. So this is just going to be a reference price. And for this SNK809, I got the price from Joma's shop. Okay, so Joma's shop, if you're not familiar with them, they are a gray reseller or gray market reseller, in a way that they are selling original watches. It's not to say that I got this from Joma's shop, because I just wanted to find a reference and some kind of international references. So Joma's shop, they sell original watches, but the thing is that the warranty of the watches are not covered by the watchmaker. Like for example, if you get this Seiko SNK809 from Joma's shop, the warranty is going to be covered by Joma's shop and not any Seiko retailer. So yeah, maybe that's why they can offer a slightly lower price or more competitive price. But having that said, I'm gonna give the win to Seiko SNK809 for this first category, because it comes at a lower price. Next, I think brand, I don't have to say much. A Seiko, a San Martin. A Seiko, a San Martin. Yep. So, when you say a Seiko, a lot of us, even not non-watch enthusiasts, they will know what a Seiko is, because Seiko has been here for over a century, a very long time, and they are very well established. And San Martin is kind of like the new kid in the block. And when you say San Martin, I think they're still having some identity, I wouldn't say crisis, they're still trying to figure out how they want to brand them, because some of the watches you have the hexagonal logo, some of the watches you have this cursive text, yeah, so they are still young. So yep, brand is definitely need to go to SNK809. Okay, next one is the crystal. The crystal on a San Martin is an anti-reflective coated sapphire crystal. All right, and on this SNK809, well, Seiko might call it a hardlex crystal, but it's still a mineral crystal. So between sapphire crystal and a mineral crystal, a sapphire crystal is more resistance to scratch and dings and whatnot. But maybe it's gonna be a little more reflective and a little brittle. But on the overall, we're going to give the sapphire a win, and that anti-reflective coating is going to help in cutting down unwanted reflections when they're trying to read the time. So yep, San Martin is taking the win here. Okay, the bracelet. So let's start off with the bracelet on this Seiko SNK809. All right. If you are familiar with any Seiko 5, you will know that the bracelet is where the cost cutting comes from Seiko. All right. typically a Seiko 5 will come with hollow end links, and all the links are gonna be either folded or rolled metal, and they're gonna come with this pressed metal clasp. And the removable links for this one, I think it's kind of hard to remove because it's not like pins or pressure pin and anything. It's like this cartridge type thingy. I don't know what it's called, and you have to use like a link removable tool to really like, and then put it at an angle and try to like push this dimple and slide out a cartridge. It's not the simplest to do. And if you look at the San Martin, well, it's really obvious that the quality is much more better. First of all, it comes, focus. Okay, first of all, it comes with this solid end links, and all the links are solid, and it comes with a very nice male solid clasp. And the good thing is that it comes with screws for you to remove those removable links. So it makes, you know, adding a link or removing a link much more easier. Yep, so yeah, I'm gonna give the win on the bracelet to San Martin. Next will be the movement. Okay, so on this Seiko 5, Seiko SNK809, the movement is a Seiko in-house automatic mechanical movement, which is the 7S26. Well, this movement has been in production since, I think, 1996, and it's proven to be a robust and reliable movement. Well, the only thing is that it's not hand windable, it's not hackable. The only way for you to top up the power reserve is either for you to wear the watch or do that Seiko shuffle. Okay, well, for this one, because it's Seiko SN034, it comes with a day and date complication. There are several versions that comes just with the date, and there's, I'm not sure, maybe the NH35 series that comes without a date. But the movement on this San Martin is also no slouch. It's a Miyota 8215 automatic mechanical movement. I think in terms of like power reserve, rated accuracy, it's the same as this Seiko 7S26. The advantages that it has over that Seiko S26 is that this one is hand windable, meaning that you can, you know, unscrew the crown and wind the watch to top up the power reserve. But it is also not hackable. The only negatives that it has is that the automatic rotor, or you cannot see it here. So if you look at this, just imagine this Seiko, you can see that there's a counterweight, or there's what you call a rotor. It will wind the watch when the rotor spins in either direction. Here, it will wind the watch, spins here, it will wind the watch. But for the Miyota, it will only wind the watch in one direction. And the other free direction is like a free spinning direction. And sometimes when it's on the wrist, you know, and if you move your wrist a certain way, you can get that tornado feeling on the wrist. Yep, now it's happening. Right. But anyhow, since these two watches, I think they come with like quite reputable movement, and I think there's no like obvious win for like one over the other, because this one is non-hand windable, this one is hand windable, this one is winds the watch only in one direction, this one winds in two direction, and yeah, I think they're the same. So I'm gonna give the tick to two of them. All right. So next will be the dial. Okay, the Seiko SNK809 comes with a flat dial that is high gloss dial. So there's no any other feature on the dial, and the dial is really nicely done. All the hour markers are printed except for the Seiko logo, right? And for this San Martin, it comes with a very beautiful dial. Let's try to take a closer look. I hope I can show off the dial here. I'm going to move the paper away. I'm going to do some reflection here, yada yada. So yeah, you can see that dial. It has a very nice texture effect on it. I don't know, it feels like a freshly tarred asphalt road, if you will. And yeah, it's really very interesting to look at. So again, I'm gonna say that this is gonna be subjective. So subjective as it is, I'm gonna give the win to the San Martin in terms of the dial. It's not to say that the Seiko SNK809 comes with a bad dial. The dial is absolutely nice to look at, it's pleasant to look at, it's fantastic, it's nicely finished, but I happen to like that textured dial a little bit more. So yeah, it's gonna be subjective. So subjective as it is, it's gonna be San Martin. Water resistance. Well, a typical Seiko 5 comes with a water resistant of just a water resistant, meaning that it's only rated for, like, you know, splashing, washing your hands and things like that. And typically they will say, like, yeah, it's gonna be about 30 meters of water resistance, and that's what you get. But it's not to say that, you know, the watch is a slouch, because I've seen many people wearing like a Seiko 5. They go swimming, they go showering, they go diving, and it just survived. But in terms of like rated specs, it's only about 30 meters. Whereas for this San Martin, it's rated to be, come on, focus, 200 meters of water resistance, and it comes with a screw down crown to give that extra sense of security. All right, so you basically just screw down the crown, and it helps with the water tightness of the watch. The SNK809 only comes with a push-pull crown. So in terms of water resistance, the San Martin is going to take the win. So okay, so we can see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So San Martin takes the win here. But again, I have to stress, it depends on like what's your what's important in this comparison. So if you're really super duper tight on budget and you happen to like this kind of, you know, military pilot or feel, or, you know, whatever kind of watch, yeah, go ahead with this Seiko SNK809. It's not a slouch either. It's really a great watch, and I think a lot of watch enthusiasts still keep their SNK809, including myself. I think I had this for like about 10 years, and I have like over, I don't know how many watches I've buy and sold away, and yeah, I still keep this. So it's a really, really great watch. But if money is no object for you and you wanted the better among these two, you know, like in better materials, especially the crystal, better bracelet, better water resistance, yeah, this San Martin is a feasible choice. All right, so with that said, I think this concludes this comparison video. I'm not going to drag on any longer because I feel that this is going to be already a long video. So having that said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.